Greetings, duelists, and welcome to another deck report. This is Season 5, Week 11, and we're back with Lunalight. I guess you can call it Lunalight pile or Reptile pile, but the Luna version. I played this last week, if I'm not mistaken, and it was a lot rougher this week than it was last week. I went to 3 local, I topped 1, and I pretty much lost the rest. And I've been testing a lot of things. Some of my losses were just very uncontrollable losses. Like, I cannot think of any other strategy I could have played in the game that could have beaten those scenarios that I ended up with when I faced this deck. But I also like this deck in the fact that it kind of makes me like visualize things that I can do when the new support in Duelist Advanced comes around. I mainly did this as a testing ground because I wanted to try out everything I could with the Lunalight deck before we get the new cards. Right now, there's one very specific problem in the format that I haven't solved with this deck. However, I did solve it with another deck. That's going to be part 2, so stay tuned for that. But for now, let's go with the Luna Pile deck. 3 Perulia, 3 Fualas, 3 Droll. On Thursday, I did play Meowls in the main deck, and it worked out. I'll talk about that later. Three Tigers, 2 Kaleidos, 1 Bird, 1 Martin, 1 Sheep. Those are it for Luna lanes. After next week, this is probably not going to be this ratio anymore. Mitsu's, Nice Sword, Curse, we're playing Nunu this time, Naoya, two Fiendsmiths, and 5 Mitsu Rituals. That's 33 monsters, if I'm not mistaken. Spells, we got a lot of them. 3 Rain, 3 Prayers, 3 Pre-Preps, 3 Thrusts, 3 Perfumes, 3 Goods, 2 Tenkies, Grass, Talents, Mitsu Ritual, Mitsu Mirror, Daybreak, Purification, and Paradise. And that's it. That's 25 spells, 2 traps, and that puts us at 560. Sadek, Lancia, Meowls, Ash, Bell, Coldby, Duster, Simul Archfiends, and Black Goat. Extra, 2 Feral Imps, I'll explain this. Tiger, Baguska, Exiton, DDD, Requiem Moon, IP, SP, Dark, Princess, Desiree, Chimera, and Chaos Angel. I guess we'll start with the Chimera Designated Strike. This literally has no purpose in here. I just I just forgot. I did try out I guess I can show you. There is 1 week or 1 locals where I did try out these. Not this. Not this. I tried out these alongside this, third Kaleido, third Tenki, and I also was playing Serenade Dance. And the side I was playing Heavy Polymerizations, and I was playing Leo Dancer and was playing Panther Dancer. Did I ever resolve this combo? Only once. Once out of 19 games. It's really rough. When you until Duelist Advance comes out, it's really hard to resolve your fusion cards because you don't have enough 1-card starters. Lunalight is not a 1-card combo deck. There's no 1-card starter that gets you to half your engine. Post Duelist Advance, that will change, and we will talk about that. But I arrived at the conclusion that until Duelist Advance, you just don't need these cards. Post Duelist Advance, I don't know if I'll keep Chimera. You can summon Chimera with Heavy Poly and with Polymerization. Those are things that you can do, but I don't think it's needed when you're going second. When you're going second, you're probably going to fuse into these guys. So I would probably... I'll probably take out the Chimera. I'll probably take out Chimera. I'll take out the Feral Imps. I'll probably take out the Dark Charmer. I'll probably take out IP. I think that's it. Those are the only ones I would really take out. You can make an argument for cutting Moon, but you don't want to be in a situation where you actually do need the Moon. There is an argument for taking out Chaos Angel as well. Like, these probably would be the cards I would cut, and I would put in probably 1 Panther, 2 Leo, and 2 Ligers. That's probably what I would do if I were to swap out the stuff post Duelist Advance. I arrived at the conclusion that you need Panther Dancer. You really do need Panther Dancer. And this is not even counting Perfume Dancer, and this is not counting... this is not counting Perfume Dancer because that card has to be in your extra deck somehow, shape or form. But I arrived at the conclusion that you do need Panther Dancer. I'll show you why. So this is one game that I had. This is post Duelist Advance, and this is with the Luna stuff. And this is without Panther in the extra deck. Shoutouts to Unknown 12. He does goes to my locals. So this game is Memento. Memento is basically Lunalight 1.0. Lunalight will probably become the same deck very soon. You'll understand what I mean by that later on. So I'm just letting him do all his Memento plays. Like, if you've seen enough Memento duels, you already know what's happening by now. Okay, so this is the M word. We have to beat this. In hindsight, it doesn't sound that difficult because we have access to 3 Luna names and we have access to Lunalight Fusion. However, they do have Mirage Lights and they have Droll. Droll is the big one because thanks to Droll, we cannot get to everything we want in the deck. And that's a big deal because we kind of needed another fusion spell. besides the Lunalight fusion, because we know for a fact that they will negate the Lunalight fusion with the Herald. However, trading that means trading the Maze interruption with the combined creation. Unless they Memento Fusion fuse it back into the deck, and then they Bone Party into Anguish, and Anguish adds the Mace back. That is one way that they can go around it. But I know for a fact that they're gonna say Bone Party for Horn Dragon, for that interaction. But yeah, I lost. You're late for the party, my friend, but it is what it is. That triggers the combined creation, and that brings back the Creation King. We're going to stand by main. We're going to activate the Masquerade. They don't negate that. That triggers the Silver Hound. Silver Hound will trigger, and that will summon the Gold Leo. And Gold Leo is going to trigger. Gold Leo is going to grab us Tiger. We're going to need Tiger later on. And we're just dumping the extra Masquerade because this card really doesn't do anything in our hand. Now, we're gonna get ruled. And that's a big deal because, again, we only have one way to fusion summon, and we have to beat over this Mirage Lights if we want that to be possible. So now we have to bait that card. And another note, we cannot XYZ summon or do anything else because this Leo was summoned off of Silver Hound. So with normal the Kaleido, they're going to do Bone Party because they already know they don't want this Kaleido ship to resolve at all. If this Kaleido ship resolves, this is very, very significant for me because it means that we dump Yellow Martin, and it also means that the Yellow Martin could bounce back to Gold Leo, and no, we're no longer Lunalight. So they know that, and them knowing that means that they're going to interrupt us with the Horn Dragon. So they pop our two Lunas, they bring back Akihiron. We're going to activate Tiger. Tiger is going to bring back the Kaleido ship, and again, so now we get to dump the Martin. They did not take away the Kaleido ship. We're almost halfway there for a win condition. We need to get to 3 Lunas because the Lunalight fusion can dump like the Leo Dancer, and that will get us to Liger Dancer. We still need to get rid of this Mirage Lights, and we still have to be worried about the interaction with the Mace. So we're going to Yellow Martin, attacking the Tiger. He is going to Creation King and pop them both. That is going to trigger Akahira, and we're going to trigger the Tiger. That also triggers their field spell. And this is big because now we lost out on 2 Luna names, technically. So we need to get back to 3 Lunas. They summon Gatic. Gatic grabs that. They're going to Memento Fusion. And that is going to summon the Drago Stapelia. We're going to activate the Black Sheep to grab back Kaleido Ship. Sadly, Black Sheep cannot grab back Tiger. You can only grab back Tiger if you fused as a material for it. This will trigger the Gold Leo, and the Gold Leo will grab back the Black Sheep. And now, we pretty much have to force the battle phase. We have no choice. Because this Mirage Lights is like stopping our Lunalight fusion from activating, and they know the rest of our hand, so they're 100% going to negate that with Mirage Lights. So they take the Leo, and this is where not having Panther Dancer matters. If we had Panther Dancer, this Lunalight fusion will resolve for Leo Dancer, and we can wipe out their board with their Leo Dancer. Since we don't have Panther Dancer, our best option is to summon the Saber Dancer. if this was heavy polymerization, we also could have gotten to Liger Dancer by sending 2 fusions from the extra and 2 fusion and 2 from our hand. But sadly, that is not the case. The replay ends here, but what would have happened next is with Black Sheep, we could grab back the Tiger, and the Tiger, we get the Tiger access back from our skill, and we can also Perfume Dancer, and Perfume Dancer will lower the attack of all these monsters. So if we had the Leo Dancer access, that would have been OTK. That was game. Because they cannot target the Leo with the Dragostapelia, and Leo attacking everyone is not an activated effect. Well, not attacking everyone, it would have been attacking twice. But we would have made this our Leo 0 attack, and we would have made our Mirage Light 0 attack. So, yeah. Close to game. Sadly, that's not possible because we didn't run Panther Dancer in our extra deck. Which goes back to what I was explaining. So yeah, if you're going to play this deck post Duelist Advance, play Panther Dancer. You have to play it. There is an argument for not playing Cat Dancer, but you have to play Panther Dancer. This will come up. You can get away with 1 Leo Dancer, but you have to run Panther at least. So I want to show another replay. This is against Michael Scott Paper. If you played enough Dueling Book, you know who this guy is. Like, look at that 30,000 rating. 30,000 experience rating, rather. They've been playing for a long time. And they're on the Automat Ryzeal deck. Really, really good deck post Duelist Advance. I think this engine is better than the Heraldic engine. And we've already seen that the Heraldic Ryzeal deck, like, topping a lot. So, yeah, we're not winning game 1. I'm already saying it right now. Like, if you've seen the Heraldic Ryzeal deck in action, this deck is just as bad. Like, this deck is even scarier than that deck. Something really cool about this version compared to the Heraldic one is you don't spam out as much as Faces. However, you have a counter trap now that is searchable with Gaga Girl. And not only that, she triggers the Warrior to get a Zubaba. And the Zubaba Gaga Coat is a really good one because this one can be special summoned if you control the Gaga Girl. And this can special summon another one from the graveyard. So this is a double extender. They were challenging me the top counter trap, and this is the bullshit part about the deck. Excuse my language, but yeah, this is the part about the deck that's just really strong. Like, they're just going to Eclipse Twin Ouroboros loop, and they do play the plugin, as you already saw. So yeah, that's already 3 hand rips and a counter trap and detonator cross. We're not beating that. So game 2. They open Flawless. What does this mean for us? Can we beat the Flawless challenge? So we're going to go Leo into Silverhound, they're going to chain Flawless. That's going to summon Kaleido. We're going to cross cheap, Black Sheep into this. We're going to activate Tenki into Martin. We're going to Perfume bring that back. We're going to dump, grab. We're going to grab the Wolf. We're going to dump the Leo Dancer. We're going to bounce from the Martin. And we're going to Black Sheep back into Silverhound. And with the gold Leo's going to grab us Black Sheep. If you noticed, all this interaction that we just did was under only 1 full draw. What does this mean? We got one Liger Dancer out of it. We're going to have a bunch of graveyard triggers. We're going to grab back Kaleido with the cheap. We forgot to grab back Poly with Kaleido effect. And we did declare it. So that was another interaction that we had. But we end on double Liger Dancer. Double Liger Dancer for 3 full draws is worth the trade. Because with this hand, they have to beat double Liger Dancer. And not only do they have to beat double Liger Dancer, like... yeah. They have to beat this Impulse too. So we're going to Impulse the Ice Razio. It pretty much forces them to overextend. So at this rate, we're going to Liger Dancer. Shoutouts to one of the commenters in my last Lunalight video. They brought up how the Light Attic Nester could be very important in this deck, just to like beat the double Liger Dancer from popping their board, because their protection effect is not once per turn. So we stop those, and we're going to game 3. They're going to Goblin, we're going to Fua, they have Ash. This is textbook interaction by now. We're going to see, you're going to keep seeing this format and future formats to come. They do Gaga into Pera dump. That grabs Dododo and Gambaranite. This is already way too many pushes. Yep, they're going to Dododo. We're going to Impulse that. They're going to Gambaranite. They're going to Glove. That makes the Dual Drive. And yeah, now we have to deal with the whole thing. Notice how they're playing DD Crow. This is going to be relevant in this match. So they're going to Ouroboros, they took out the Tenki, unfortunate. They could have taken down, if they would have taken down Yellow Martin, that was a free card. We would have grabbed Masquerade out of that. And if they hit Emerald Bird, that means the Emerald Bird can bring back the Martin. Unfortunate, they hit the Tenki, which is their important card. Now they hit the Martin, they're going to negate that with Cross. Also unfortunate. This was the best top deck. Under this situation that we're at right now, this first row of goods matters a lot. You'll see why. They're going to dump the Serenade Dance, which you probably noticed is not in my current deck list. We'll talk about that in a moment. They're going to Serenade Dancer, then I'll go to summon the Gold Leo. Gold Leo is going to... and we're going to dump the Emerald Bird because of the Serenade Dance resolving. And now we trigger Gold Leo and we trigger the Emerald Bird. Which is going to be important because because this is going to grab a Silver Hound. And Silver Hound is another body. And we have Emerald Bird that will bring back the Martin. And the Martin still has her graveyard effect, so that's another push. That was all done because of one foolish bird of goods. However, it is unfortunate because they do have DD Crow, and that DD Crow does matter. Because the DD Crow is going to stop the Yellow Martin. Yep. And yep, that's game. Yeah. Oh, and to make matters worse, they drew into draw. That would have been the next draw, but... I kind of just wanted to showcase you all of that because I really do believe Lunalight is a very strong contender very, very soon. And if you have not practiced with the deck, you will make misplays. This is a deck where you easily will misplay. By the time of this recording, there are like 3+ new videos with other Yugi tubers, You already know one of them. I will shout them out. Shout out to Processing Wiz. I will put it in the description. Yeah, look out for this deck. This is going to be a meta contender, even if this past weekend was not a great run for me with it. But until next time, stay tuned for my next deck report. It is a really good deck. Yeah, keep practicing and keep dueling.